Yamari, my divine god Yamari. Oh man, Naki was just too funny. Naki, the guy who was captured by the CCG and then rescued by the Oguri organization, he was punching through the truck. He was like, oh, I was so angry that he flipped the car over, and then he started going Jackie Chan, man. He started doing some martial arts, some crazy moves, and then got kicked in the guts. Now, I want to talk about Naki because he had a very important scene with Kaneki. That scene when Naki was trying to write down his divine god's name and he couldn't, and then Kaneki went to help him with that. That scene was really powerful because we got to see somebody that now Naki trusts. Naki even said, Kaneki, he was like, One Eye Patch, come here! You're a good guy. He said, you're a good guy, which means Kaneki still has his humanity. People are noticing that he's still a good person. He wants to help out and things like that. Even when the other ghosts wouldn't do that for Naki, Kaneki did. Now I have a prediction that Naki is going to be good friends with Kaneki, but then at one point, he's going to realize Kaneki is the one who killed his divine god, his boss. So then he's gonna go ham on Kaneki and it's gonna be an intense fight scene. Also in this episode we did get to see the two one-eyed ghosts again attack Kaneki. And they did say Papa sent us or something. So that reveals that possibly Papa might be the doctor that also turned them into one-eyed ghosts, who also turned Kaneki into a one-eyed ghost. So I'm curious to see more who this Papa doctor is. It's gonna be very interesting. Let's talk about Shu for a moment because I love him. Whenever he comes on screen, you guys all agree with me, I'm sure. It's just a fun to watch. Oh, Kaneki, I want to put some spicy on you and eat you. Only I can eat you, Kaneki. He's just so creepy and awesome. His voice actor, his personality, everything about him. He needs to get more screen time. He really does. Hyde did get more screen time though. Hyde got a lot of screen time in this episode compared to pretty much season 1. Hyde is snooping around, putting his face, his ears everywhere, trying to find out what's going on with Kaneki. But the CCG beat him to it. The CCG put up the pieces, connected the dots, and they know that the missing student, Kaneki, is also one that was experimented on from the accident. And they pretty much think that he's the one-eyed Ghoul, the eye patch guy. So they're gonna be after Kaneki, which means there's no going back. Kaneki, his past life, that's gone. He's a fugitive for now. Unless he somehow in the future cooperates with the CCG, then maybe they can trust him and let him be. But the way, because technically we haven't seen Kaneki kill anybody. Like even the attack from this episode, he didn't kill anybody, right? So is Kaneki a bad guy? I mean, technically not yet. Now I don't want to talk about Toka too much or Nishiki because honestly okay, Toka misses Kaneki, cool. Alright, moving on. I do want to talk about Hinami though. Okay, so Hinami in this episode, it seems like she's gotten some development where she wants to grow up. She doesn't want to depend on Toka anymore. So Hinami goes to the train station to meet her favorite writer for a book. But who is that writer? We find out it is Eto. Eto, the one from episode 2 Cliffhanger, who has the bandages and stuff, works for Aguri. But she has a wig on. She has a wig and everything. Doesn't look at all like Eto. But definitely she's a Ghoul. And she was like, ooh, Kaneki, that's who he is. And then later we see her when she's by Kaneki say his name. Like, wow. Okay, so that's very interesting. Now I'm gonna do a spoiler alert for you guys right now, because I want to reveal who Eto is. Now they might change this in the anime, but I doubt it. So Eto is the daughter of the one-eyed Ghoul, the original one-eyed Ghoul. Because I don't know his original, no, but there's two one-eyed Ghouls. So you guys know Yoshimura? Yeah, that's her father. Eto's father is Yoshimura, and he's a one-eyed Ghoul, but he stopped killing. So there's a second one-eyed Ghoul. We don't know who he is yet. But that's gonna be very interesting. So overall, this episode just had a lot of foreshadowing and more dealt with story setup than to do with action or anything like that. I did enjoy the episode. If you got a little bored, please keep watching, because the next episode is gonna be insane. Ooh man, I can just predict I can see some crazy fight scenes in the next episode. It's gonna be really something you need to watch. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you ever seen Kaneki do this. Ever seen Kaneki do this season? let me know.